Hello, 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 and welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. Switchbill. Last week,
Punch buddy.
here on my
No
notebook.
punch punch.
Last week, you all made your way into Oakheart after a little bit of magic at a enchanted druid circle. Found yourself an inn. Did a little bit of shopping, if I remember correctly. I'm putting this in the correct order. Had a rest and headed out to the Heart Tree, where your druid friend communicated with the tree, and you all ended up bumping into a pink-haired druid caretaker of the tree named Uranus, who was taking you back to their little HQ for some tea and maybe a little bit of help in unwinding a little bit of what is going on here. With that, as you're being led back. Hold up, I do not have the map in front of me. Give me a second. Back out of the park here, where the Heart Tree is, and back into Old Town, into a fairly unassuming building. Kind of taps a staff on the door, and the door kind of magically opens and kind of ushers for you all to go inside.
Does this look like it's a place where he lives alone, like a one-person residence, or like all of the caretakers live here? How big a building is it?
It is a smallish home, maybe like 2-3 bedrooms from
Okay.
the outside.
I think I just stand to the side and let Emrys go in first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
As you all walk into a foyer room, I will say if you have a intelligence over 15, make a check for me.
Just general
Which is over
intelligence.
15.
Just general intelligence, yeah.
That's a 7.
Oh, seriously?
God.
Oh, God. What
Okay.
the hell?
Okay, cool.
That-
You'll kind of sit down in
I would,
this
I would,
sitting room.
I would offer guidance, but I'm not sure Dietrich would even know to guide you.
Probably not in this scenario. It's a fairly big sitting room for a house of this size. It's kind of impressive, and there's a little stove, a wood stove, and next to it, connected so one fire heats both, is this kind of metal contraption sitting on it that kind of has like a place to put pans inside to like bake, and there's a pot of water over top of the fire currently. I will make some tea for you all. Let me go grab that. And staff in the ground, and a vine goes out through the wood and kind of goes up and grabs like the tea and kind of comes down, and vine kind of wraps it around and puts it where everything is and kind of gets the teapots ready while they are maintaining this conversation with you. So the tree is kind of like the reason you guys came to town, I imagine, or were you just passing through and just happened to want to swing by? I'm kind of a little bit.
I think a little of both. We're on our way elsewhere, but our
Okay.
druid friend wanted to investigate.
Yeah, as soon as we found out this was here, well, he's been pretty adamant about us having a job to do.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I can answer his questions. He's kind of looking at like all of like the druid like artifacts and things on like the wall, different staves, leaves that have been pinned up from the tree and stuff. Furniture is kind of made out of like twisted, like not carved, but it has been shaped into and bent into these pieces, into these shapes for the benches and the chairs in this room. Everything is evocative or made directly from nature. You obviously have that artifact, that thing, because I saw it. I know you didn't mean to show it to me, but you did. So there's that. And then you obviously spoke to the tree, and because we do listen in occasionally. But so they're not connected, but they're connected. It's a little weird, and it's kind of hard to explain. So I'll tell you all the story of this heart tree, and I'll take your friend here, and we'll look for the artifact stuff in our library here. The heart tree was planted by a druid who had an idea to unite the druid circles, because obviously we're scattered and we all have different purposes. Some of us tend to forests and do controlled burns. Some of us are shepherds. Some of us belong to packs of beasts. Some of us, live in caves and cycle spores. Some of us worship moons and things of that nature and are more in tune with shifting and things like that. So he thought if there ever was threat, that all of the druid circles would need one leader at that time. And so he planted the heart trees, kind of like a meeting spot, and it never really took off. But the tree did, because you've got the salt water from the lake, and you've got the fresh water from the forest, and kind of drains here because it's kind of a low point from the forest you just walked into. So from basically Ship's Rest down, a lot of the water drains into here and comes into the lake, and then it kind of gets cycled up into salt water, which is why the lake doesn't dry out, but it stays salty. And so the heart tree kind of grew into this beast of a thing that we keep alive, or attempt to keep alive. He does a pretty good job himself. And so that's kind of what this place was supposed to be, and that's why it's called Oakheart. Because it's supposed to be the heart of the druid community.
How long ago did he plant this tree?
We don't know, because, we obviously, can't count tree rings. But anywhere between 1100 and 800 years old.
So it could have been before or after the devastation?
So we don't think it was before the devastation. Just purely on timing. But also I think the devastation was 1300, so it'd be about 200 years. But I think the druid's idea was after the devastation, traveling around and spending time is how he came to that conclusion. Because if you practice our magic for a very long time and get really good at it, it just naturally slows down your aging. And so we archdruids live to be very old. So kind of what's going on, and that's kind of what's here. And so we have people think it has magical healing properties. Obviously, if you can speak to plants, you can speak to the tree. So it kind of, continues the magic. And we have a whole tourist industry, and we have to protect it from people that try and, cut pieces of it off or climb up it and try and, take saplings or branches from it to create saplings and things of that nature. It's not a lot of work, but it's work. That's kind of what our purpose has become over the last, 400 or 500 years.
And where do the artifacts come into this?
See, until today, I thought it was a myth. Is that he placed artifacts for another archdruid to find in case they would ever need to unite the circles.
I gather there hasn't been an archdruid in quite some years.
The last one was about 400 years ago. And you see now
I
vines
think I'll
come in front of you and serve you guys tea on these little delicate carved oak teacups.
I'll take the teacup and just kind of glance over at Emrys and just softly say, like, you might be next, buddy.
Kind of looks like he's sweating out of his collar right now. Like, doesn't want to do this, but wants to do this at the same time. But even then, the Archdruid 400 years ago didn't have the original Archdruid staff. It was lost to time.
Well, this wouldn't be the first time we found a relic lost to time.
Well, lucky you.
Not that lucky. The last relic lost to time that we found ended up being addicted to porn.
So that's a lot to unpack in a single sentence.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't know if I like that sentence.
Well, the trees certainly got wood.
Hey, Yeah, I hear that like 100 times a day. More like 1,000, but that's neither here nor there. So, do you have any more questions? Because I think we have some research we need to do, but libraries here are restricted to members from the circles, so. Or at least the one in this building is.
How
Oh.
many of these artifacts are there, or is that part of your research?
Now we're gonna have to research it because we don't know, because it's a myth.
Take all the time you need with our friend here. I'm sure that would be fine. We'll be around.
If you guys need anything, yeah, swing by. Somebody will come down and get us, I'm sure. All right, I guess yeah, good have fun. Um Obviously we're a tourist city, so there's lots of touristy things to do if that's something you're interested in. Yeah.
Well, why don't we come back in a few hours and just see how everything's going, and
Yeah.
you can you can let us know how much to actually here, I'll make it easier and I will give Emrys the wand of sending.
Okay.
And I'll say that just holler when it seems like you're wrapping up.
Okay. All right, that shouldn't be a problem. Cool. You guys have the day in the city.
What time is it right now? It's like, was it like late morning or something?
It is late morning, yes.
Okay.
Not quite high noon.
Well, I certainly hope that when I find my destiny, it's as obvious as this.
Agreed.
Giant tree growing in the middle of a city.
Still wish I could climb it.
By the way, when you walk out of the building, Barzu and Fair, do you realize what bothered you about it when you walked in? It's bigger on the inside.
Oh my god, it's a TARDIS.
It's a treatise.
It's a treatise.
Oh.
Yeah, you realize you were sitting in the sitting room and realize the dimensions don't match the outside.
Bigger on the inside? Fair, did you notice that?
You're right. It's not that big a building, is it?
No. How is that possible?
Well, a lot of things are possible with magic, but I don't know which sorts of magic they've used there. Perhaps we can ask about it when we return to collect our friend.
Indeed. I know, I'm curious about it.
Although I wonder if it might be some property of the wood, something that would take time to grow, rather than something that you could simply twist into the building while you were doing it. I don't know.
Certainly isn't any kind of magic that I'm familiar with, although that's not saying much.
So, what shall we do with our day while our friend is learning his destiny?
Well, I think I'd like to, as discreetly as I can, probably ask around to see if there's been any sign or any sighting of anyone from Stormmaw chasing us? Have they made it up this far? Are they close by?
Mm.
Because I think if they are, we may have to do a little work to keep out of sight.
I also feel like with the way they've been sending at least their military after us, that shouldn't be too hard to pick them out in a crowd in a place like this full of druids and humble pilgrims. So,
We do stick out, but and
but so
so
would
do they.
they.
And the other thing that I think is working in our favor is they can't bring one of those ships this far inland. If they are on our tail, it'll just be people, and people we can handle.
Yeah. Yeah. Or toss them.
But still, I would at least like to see what kind of a recon work I could do to see if I can find out where they are and how close. It certainly couldn't hurt to know that.
Or would I be able to offer any aid with that, or would it involve too much talking to people?
Well, I was assuming it would involve some talking to people, but you're welcome to come and help.
Well, we've already been shopping. I'm not sure there's anything else I'm terribly interested in. I feel like whatever Emrys can tell us would probably be vastly more interesting than the walking tour.
Oh, for sure. And it's nothing against Emrys, but this entire town seems much too crunchy for me.
There's also a glass bottom boat tour of the lake, by the way, as you guys are in the town square at this point.
Are they? Do they have like those little duck boats?
I'll just point and say Exhibit A.
No, it's not a duck boat. It's a boat with a glass bottom.
It could be a duck boat with a glass bottom.
True. It is not a duck boat though, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Oh, you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red fire. No,
I don't know where
glass
you're.
bottom boats, you make the rockin'. Never mind.
I thought you were about to make a duck boat joke, and I did not know where that was going.
You said the phrase glass bottom boats like 6 times in a row.
That's
It
true.
got in my head.
Bad. Yeah.
Or I suppose unless Farzu, if you want to read more or anything, I could also join you for that if you wish to see any more of the books we've collected.
Yeah.
How about you, Nymeria? Does this town's innate crunchiness speak to you at all?
See, you keep saying that, and my mind goes to like the crunchy moms. So it's
It's like, I don't mean to stereotype, but you seem like you might be sort of into this kind of thing. I don't know.
it's still a little too warm here, not enough snow.
Fair.
No, that's fair.
Nymeria.
What?
But I will go. I'd like to go out in the woods and try to teach Ollie a thing or two while we're, in a denser forest, because it seems like that's probably where he's going to end up with me eventually.
Okay. To take Ollie hunting.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a good daytime activity.
What could go wrong?
Everything.
Right.
I mean, it's a baby owlbear. Lots can go wrong.
It's a D&D party. Lots could go wrong.
Rule
I
1,
should
never
save those
split the
dollars
party.
for
Rule
drugs.
2, always split the party. Yeah, okay. So that's what Nymeria's gonna spend her day on. What is everybody else going to do?
Well, I found the interesting parts about planar, what is it, planar travel or whatever, planar moving shit, planar moving big shit, like an entire continent. And I think I want to spend some time reading on that. And maybe see what Farzu's thoughts are, put our heads together on that, if he would be interested.
The workbook,
Yes.
the last part of the workbook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Farsi would be interested in learning more things.
Okay. And Dietrich's
And
gonna try and dig up.
yeah, I'm gonna try to see what I can learn about Storm Point or Storm Maw, where the troops are, how safe are we? Just any kind of recon work I can get done. And if I'm like chatting up guards and stuff like that, I'll try to also just kind of learn the surface level, like what's the scuttlebutt around town, what's going on,
We'll start
what
with yours because it's
news.
actually probably the easiest. Make an investigation check for me.
I'll give myself guidance.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just drop my die. I'll use the other one for now.
Scuttlebutt's a good word.
So that is a that's a 15.
You kind of get lucky because this is a more tourist area and has the pilgrims. They actually have a newspaper here in town, a very small kind of one pager, front and back newspaper that does have current events on it. That is actually tracking what's been going on. Kalorn and Strilling have actually threatened to activate their fleets if the Iron Monstrosity comes any more north than it already is.
Pulling up the map. You said corn and strilling?
Kilorn and Strilling have threatened to activate their navies.
Corn and strilling. Um, I'm not. I'm not seeing those on in this area. Are they on the other side of the map?
Northeast of Oakhart. It should be right there.
Alright. Killorn?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So like the big places
Yep.
to the northeast of it. So you said if they get any further north than where?
As far north as they have already brought them. The article makes reference to them being seen down by Cot Verde.
So that the article, okay, so they were seen down by Cod Verde, and they're saying if they get any further north, they'll
Yep.
be angry.
Yep.
Hmm. Well, uh, not saying this out loud to anybody, but just in my head, I think the conclusion I would draw from that is like, well, either we're safe or we're about to be in the middle of a war. One or the other. Um, and like, is there anything I can find out from people more anecdotally, like what's been seen on the road between Oakheart and Ship's Rest? Because I think we don't know for sure if they were in Ship's Rest, but they were definitely in Rustport.
Yeah, there's a few cafes here in town closer to the Heart Tree and around the Heart Tree. With like the big outdoor seating areas like you're used to at cafes and things. Where you can kind of people watch if you want to try and get some more anecdotal evidence.
Yeah.
Cool. Make a perception check for me.
Guidance again. Uh, this passive 21 for that.
Okay. You hear a few of the smaller folk, which you know Rustport is a city of, kind of anecdotally talk about when they left. They've heard from people at home since then that the ship was there and hadn't heard about it since. The more interesting thing you hear, I would say, anecdotally, is people that clearly are from the north, from the way they dress, talking about if they've passed through Kalorn, just how many ships they have in harbor right now.
Mm-hmm. And how many is it?
They do not have a number. It is they just refer
Just
to it as a lot.
a lot of ships. So they're mobilizing.
They're preparing to be. It sounds like from your
They're
limited experience, they're prepared to
getting ready
match.
to.
They're prepared to match their threat if they
Yeah.
have to.
So if war isn't imminent, it's at least they're at least preparing for it.
Yeah, they're preparing to make good
Mhm.
on their threat if they have to.
And I'll just make a. So this was in Killorn
Yeah,
or in Sterling.
Kalorn.
Okay, I'll like probably make a mental note that if all hell breaks loose, going to Killorn and explaining who we are and trying to make some allies might not be the worst idea if we need to. Uh, if two major powers are going to war, it's probably really dangerous to be caught in the middle, and it's probably better to be on one side,
Yeah.
and then at least you're safe half the places you can go. But just mental note, file that away.
Okay. While Nymir is traveling out of town and into the woods, Fair and Farzu, jeez. I wanted to say Emrys, and I kept like starting to say, I'm like, that's not right. It's not right. Um, are finishing up Treveran's workbook.
And I can sort of give Farzu the rundown for what I've read so far. There are 10 chapters, and I probably got one left ish.
Yes. Yeah. And the last two are where it really got interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of insane rambling in here, which you can imagine is we all saw he'd been left alone for quite some time.
That
But it
drive me crazy too.
does look like he's onto something.
Ooh.
Working with those rune stones, you had encountered one of those before, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Weird,
But-
weird things.
Were you able to do anything with it? You said it opened some sort of portal.
Yeah. And one of our old friends kind of was attracted to him.
You mean Lucius? He was attracted to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Take a point.
Books.
Sorry.
Ugh.
Man, this just turned into the Dunk on Lucius episode all of a sudden.
Oh man, purely accidental too. May he rest in ashes.
Wow.
Dust to dust.
Rid, rest in dust.
Anyway, in this, they were looking. Trevarin was looking for magic to sort of counteract the rune stones, and he also was sort of developing some theories of using the rune stones themselves to perhaps open a temporary portal that might even be
that's
used to lead to Odoron itself, where it was sealed away. So,
that's what it was for. They were for to make portals.
mhm,
At least that's what the crazy guys say.
the crazy guys. I think you're going to have to be more specific.
The big kind of they're bigger than me, but they're still similar height.
The dwarves, the
Yeah.
Dwargar.
Dwarves care nothing but mining. Apparently, these stones.
Mm. Well, I'm going to go through the last of the book now. I don't know if you want to take a look with me, and then I can loan it to you when I'm finished.
Sure.
Does Trevarin have really good recipes for jam in here? Like
Sorry.
Nostradamus
God,
is apparently
dang it,
also known
Lenny.
for his jam recipes.
God dang it, Lenny. Take a point.
Oh, thank you, sir. Sorry, I didn't mean to take up anyone's time with that.
I know, but I just immediately looked at it right as I was, before I alt tabbed to the notes page. All right, if you're both gonna take a look at the book, both of you make an intelligence check, please.
Not using the website.
Okay.
15?
Okay.
I feel like I can't roll terribly well for this.
17.
Okay. The last chapter of the book is a little insane, but honestly probably par for the course.
So not more so than the rest
Not
of it.
more so than the rest of it.
Okay.
He has kind of finalized his ideas on how you can take the runestones to open up permanent portals to Odoron, involving energized mithril, which is real familiar to you, Farzu.
Oh no.
And how, if you were to build a big enough one in the right location with the right amount of runestones, could probably accidentally collapse the spell of the runestones and pull Odoron back through.
At that point, I don't think it's accidentally. Just saying.
It's very much intentional, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mithril. How I wish I still had some of you with me.
What about the mithril? I mean,
We've
the
seen
dwarves
them.
always value it.
Yeah. We actually came across a structure made out of pure mithril.
How big?
It, well, huge. But that's coming from a gnome.
I don't know. I understand.
Like it was. Oof. It was shiny.
I'm sure it was.
There's a lot of blood too.
Oh. Fair looks distinctly
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah, that was fun.
Was it like blood powered?
Mm. Somehow the guys there were injecting these prisoners with mithril and using their mithril blood. These creatures were. Ugh. You don't want to meet them. They just. They were not pleasant.
Fair,
But
make
they were
another.
using their blood.
Fair, make another intelligence check for me, please.
17.
Throughout this book, Trevarin refers to energized mithril in
Mhm.
different ways. It never directly comes out and says it. When Farzu says that, you kind of put two and two together. That it is mithril that
Energized
has energized with
blood.
life force, essentially. Like passive magical power within people to activate the mithril. Yeah.
Have I heard of anything like this prior?
There are a couple cultures that deal with blood magic and blood power, but nothing to that degree.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Drow Wolfsworn Drow are differently fucked up.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. They use it for different things.
hmm Interesting. Was there anything in the book talking about injecting the mithril into people?
No, there was not.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll pass along the info to Farzu. That I'm starting to understand. I think the mithril that has been energized with the life force of people. So I imagine that's what they were doing with all that blood. I don't know if you want to take a look through this book and, through the rest of this book and see what conclusions you might be able to draw. A lot of it is rambling, but who knows, you may drive something more useful out of it. Another set of eyes can only help. And Fair will pass him the book.
And Farzu will flip through it.
Okay.
See if anything jogs anything.
Where did you learn your magic, by the way? Did you have sort of schools among your people in the Underdark, or
Most of it was family based.
passed down through the generations?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And if we ever wanted to go off and try something different that's not family based, we would kind of marry into it and
So
learn differently.
So you made family alliances for magic study.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a few of us that were very kind of like you, likes to learn stuff. Likes to learn different things.
Was magic important to many of your people, or is it different among these families?
Oh, it's different. Very different.
Interesting.
I think there were only 2 or 3 different families that were in my area that really worked on the magic.
Oh, that's interesting. We drow all have some innate magic. We get some training, even if it's just from our parents, on how to use that, but there's more formal schooling available to those who can afford it or to those who were born into it.
Ah,
But that sort of power and martial power is quite important to us. So I suppose magic and more martial pursuits in equal measure, just depending on one's aptitudes. But of course, I tended towards the magic myself.
I can tell.
Thank you. Then my studies have paid off.
Hopefully, I can get that good.
I've had almost 3 centuries of practice.
Yeah. I'm hoping my first century will be good. When I get there, anyways. Century's 100 years, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Just making sure I remembered correctly.
Or I don't know, it's like a gnomish century different, like, a long ton versus a short ton or something.
Well, we're all short.
Short century versus long, tall century. Well, these last few weeks have certainly proved interesting.
Yeah. Learned a lot from all the different people from the first few that we traveled with, and now you and Nymeria. Been definitely a learning curve.
Certainly. I stayed in one place studying for almost 100 years, but certainly, maybe not, I couldn't say more learning or less learning, but it's certainly been different traveling the world like this. I had thought I would not want to venture far from my doorstep until
Yeah.
fate compelled me to travel to Roguewater, but I don't regret it.
Yeah, I for the longest time I never thought that I would come up here and travel. Like that's never when I was younger, that never crossed my mind.
How
But
long have you lived on the surface?
uh a year or two?
Oh, not very long at all.
No. Well, I'm a deep no. We don't travel up here much.
Theoretically, neither do we, but, well, I left a century ago, and it's been interesting. I've become more accustomed to it in some
Yeah.
ways, but the sunlight still bothers me.
Yeah. Truthfully, I'm surprised it doesn't bother me.
Oh well, perhaps another century and I'll get used to it.
Perhaps.
No, you just
Well.
have to wait till the next edition of D&D. 'Cause it won't be in there for Drow in the next edition.
Yeah, imagine like when fair is in the sun. You know, like when your cat is in direct sunlight and like their pupils are just like gone. They're just like the slits are just so narrow that like they're not even there. Like that's what their eyes look like all the time in the sunlight.
Yeah, I was on it. Side note, I was honestly surprised of all of the elves that didn't get fixed in Mordenkainen's
Yeah, that they weren't one of them.
that they weren't one of them because they got rid of sunlight sensitivity on so many.
Yeah, like kobolds don't have it anymore.
But they also lost pack tactics. They had pack tactics
Yeah.
to kind of make up for it.
Yeah, the kobolds got a bunch of other good stuff to
Yeah, it's true.
balance it
They're
out.
really
but-
good.
Clearly, Drow were
Yeah.
just superior, and they needed to keep us, nerfed somehow.
Yeah.
Or everybody would be playing, Hot Boy.
Hot boy.
Well, enjoy the book, Farzi. Let me know what you think of the Madman's ramblings. We can
Oh,
chat
this
about it
might be
again
interesting.
sometime in the future.
So I think around this time is when Dietrich might be arriving back at the bar.
Correct. But we're gonna
we at the
jump
bar
to
or is it outside?
Nymeria.
So he'll just walk in the door and say, "So, did you nerds enjoy your book club?" And we'll end the scene there.
As the laugh track plays, we cut to commercial break. And then as we
Exactly.
fade back in, Nymeria in the woods, trying to teach an owlbear how to hunt. How are you teaching Ollie?
Well, I know better than to give him the guns.
Do you?
I do. I mean, she's not smart, but if she doesn't know how to use the gun, she's sure not giving it to the owlbear.
I just like the idea of when he gets bigger and you can ride him, just like his harness has a built-in like gun on it.
That would be amazing. But she will she'll give him an unlit flame tongue dagger. And she'll have one in her hand too. And she'll just, like I don't know. I don't really know. She's gonna shoot some stuff and then they're gonna like make sure it's dead.
So he takes the dagger and he has his claws and he has a thumb, so he can pick it up. But he kind of like holds it up and then like rolls over and grabs it with his other claw and immediately like starts to like chew on it, tries to chew on it.
Yeah. And then she'll be like, no. And she'll go, stab. Stab. And she'll use Albert and she'll pretend to stab Albert and then he'll like fall over and pretend like he's dead.
And you see him kind of take like his paws, which to this point have just been paws, and his little baby claws will come out for the first time, and he'll like stab Albert.
Do I need to roll for that?
Give me a second. What's Albert's AC?
Albert's AC is, I think, 5 times my ranger level.
That's his health points.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. His AC is like 13 or some shit.
I'll double check.
I'm pulling it up.
14 plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
A 4,
eight-
so 18.
Cool. Ollie rolled a 14, so his baby claws bounce off Albert. But he'll do it again, and it also bounces off because it's a 9. And then he'll retract his claws back into his paw. I kind of look down at them, and then look at Albert where he didn't scratch him.
I'll look at him and I'll go, good. And I'll do the motion again with the dagger. because he's not gonna like, mortally wound Albert. So if this is what we're doing, this is fine.
Oh, do you want him to attack Albert again? His
Yeah.
claws? He'll take the other claw this time. I think he misses with the 17. I think a 17 misses.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And then a 13 misses too. So he'll take the other claw and bounce a couple times off Albert. But he seems to be getting the hang of it.
All right, and then I'll put the daggers away, and I'll bring my claws out and be like, yeah, and then I'll do the same thing to Albert, but I'm definitely trying not to hurt him.
Okay.
My claw attack is a +4. So that is an 18.
Of
But
course you hit him.
but it says my unarmed is just. Oh wait, infused strikes. No, that's him. It says my unarmed strike is just 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, natural weapons 1. Okay, natural weapons. That's my claws. Has a +0, so that's a 14. So I don't hit.
Oh, okay. Okay, he'll give it one more. He'll give it the college try and give it one more try.
I will also wink at Albert.
Cool. So Ollie will hit with his claw attack. So that is
Alright.
5 slashing damage, and then as soon as his claws are stuck in, he'll go forward and headbutt him with his beak into him for 5 piercing damage.
All right. And I will give him a pat on the head and a thumbs up.
Kind of like moves his feathers out and kind of like re-ruffles them as soon as you do that.
And that's our afternoon.
Aw.
What, do you want us to go like try to actually
No.
like go hunt something?
No, I was like, aw. Like, aw.
Oh, okay.
Not like, aw, it's over, but like, aw.
Yeah, I can't. I heard it like, oh, it's over. And I'm like, I mean, I can
No.
do more, but
No. Alrighty. Alrighty. So that, back at the bar when Dietrich walks in while Nymeria is spending her time coming back into town.
Does Dietrich actually call us nerds?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
If Farzu hears this, he's gonna throw whatever he's drinking at Dietrich.
Oh, are you drinking?
Making it-
Drinking?
Not alcohol, no.
Oh, okay.
Just
Make an attack roll.
I don't even know what that would be for throwing like a glass.
Just improvised weapon. So you get your dex, but not your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, so I
So
think you
it'd
get a
be
plus
just
1. Yeah.
+1.
Yep.
14.
Yeah, it goes over my
Yeah.
head.
I don't think I could hit you anyways if I just throw something at you. Nerds. How insulting.
I don't let it bother me. We're both smarter than he is.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
What's for lunch? Is
Well.
it lunchtime yet?
Oh, it's way past lunchtime.
Oh,
There is a French onion soup. There is a clam chowder, and then there is
what's
something-
French?
Sorry, I'm using the tavern food generator. There's an onion soup. There is a clam chowder, and then there is something called Kraken soup as well.
Does a bowl of Kraken soup have tentacles sticking out of it?
No.
Okay, then I'm not getting it.
I would do the onion soup though.
Okay.
I'll
How
do
much
the
would
onion
that be?
soup.
Yeah. All of them are in bread bowls.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's
How much?
eight silver.
Did you learn anything interesting, Dietrich?
Well, it sounds like we don't have anything to worry about for now. Um, s- Basically, Hilorn and Sterling have given Stormmaw an ultimatum that if they bring their fleet any further north, there will be problems. And Kilorn is mustering a huge navy in their port, and it seems like they're ready to go to war if they have to. So either that means we're totally safe and we don't have to worry about Stormmaw coming after us, or we might have a war on our hands sooner rather than later.
They'll have a war on their hands.
Well,
Yeah, all on the water. We stay away from the water, we won't be near the war, right?
Yeah.
well, wars have a way of not really staying in the same place for very long. I if two major powers are gonna go to war after a stretch of territory that's right near where we are, I'd want to either be on one side or the other, or just be long gone.
I thought we were planning on moving on soon anyway, so.
Would you up to Kilorn would probably be our next stop, I would imagine, looking at the map. And perhaps it would be a smart idea to go there and say, "Hey, Stormmaw's after us. Could you shelter us? Enemy of my enemy," and all that.
Or we could risk them dragging us into their problems. We might finally have a chance to escape all of this now if we just lie low.
Perhaps.
Because I thought it was Lucius that Devil could track.
Well, they may not be able to track us, but they certainly know who we are, and they don't seem to like us very much. But I suppose we'll see. I certainly don't want to commit us to fighting on the front lines or anything, but if we can get some help from someone who might be inclined to help the enemies of Stormmaw, that doesn't sound like the worst thing.
I guess continue on our present course for now and see how things play out.
I agree.
With luck, nothing bad will come of it, although I have a feeling we won't be lucky forever on this one.
No, we seldom are. So, in all seriousness, were you able to learn anything interesting?
Well, Travarin was doing quite a lot of research, obviously, over his century in seclusion and solitude, and it sounds like he has come upon some conclusions. He discovered properties of the rune stones that they were used to open portals, and that they used energized mithril to do this. And my understanding of that now is that they used the the energy in the mithril came from the life force of living beings,
Even
Yeah,
the
which,
weird
fr-
things.
from what
yeah,
Farzi told me,
we've seen it.
and
We've seen it. It was, well, that's a visual I won't soon be forgetting.
Mm.
so his theory does work in practice, good to know. But he also theorizes that with enough of the stones in the right location, they might be able to collapse the spell that had been used to banish Odoron in the first place and bring it back.
Interesting. So we may want to keep our eyes and ears and noses out for someone collecting lots of mithril in one place.
Or lots of runestones.
It sounds like we were able to scuttle one such attempt.
But where was it
There
you
may
left it? Do those elves have two now?
Well, the elves are ostensibly on our side. They they want to stop another devastation. They don't want any protective spells to be undone. They don't want the Lord of the Nine Hells coming back.
But it could still be a problem if they have two runestones together.
It could be.
Above game, do we know how many there are in total?
I believe so. Let me double check. That would be under the Valerian Prep.
I'm remembering 6 for some reason, but I'm not completely
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I wanted to say 5 or 6.
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah. Yeah. Farrowwind
That
told you guys that there were 6. Three were given to the elves for safekeeping, and the other 3 went to the 3 dwarven kingdoms for safekeeping.
which would mean then above game, obviously, that the elves would have 4 because we gave them a dwarven one, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you're forgetting about the one stone to rule them all.
Shush! You
course,
aren't
of
supposed to
course.
know about that yet. God.
But I'll just so I'll fill fair in that there are 6 of these.
Mhm.
But look,
Kennedy!
we had the one and we left it with the elves who already had another one. It might not be the best idea to have 2 in the same place, but it was still safer with them than it was with us. And I I don't know if there's a long-term, more secure storage plan for it, but seems to be the best we can do right now. Above game, it's like spent nuclear fuel.
I was gonna say, like, store them under Yucca Mountain.
There's no Yucca Mountain for runestones.
Not in my backyard.
There's just what we have.
And do you know if these elves, well, I suppose we should keep an ear out to see if they might be collecting others for themselves, since they've already got 2. Although,
I doubt they'd want to use them. I think they'd be more interested in finding them just so they can keep them safe from Stormmaw. But I still don't love the idea of all of them being in the same place, of course. But no, it would certainly, with all we've learned, I think it would be a good idea to check back in with them at some point. We haven't been there in quite some time.
Are there any extant maps of Odoron before the devastation?
Not that you're aware of.
Okay. And based on present maps, how hard would it be to determine which major cities would be back underwater if the continent were to return?
Pretty much anything that is very dark green would be filled back in. Outside of the island of
a lot.
Ceres.
So, like, actually, the peninsula that the humans are on, how much of that would be back underwater?
Peninsula that Stormmaw and Claiborne are on?
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's only like the very darkest green.
Yeah, like the very darkest green.
So
Okay.
like, would Storm Point be underwater?
Salt Wallow would be underwater.
Mhm.
Salt Wallow definitely. Storm Point.
Would not be because they're not on
Yeah.
that dark green on that. They're on the other the inlet that
Mm.
kind of
Oh,
comes down
okay.
into.
Yeah, I see. Rogue Water, Hot Verte.
Cod Verte, yes. Rogue Water, no. Rogue Water's kind of on that little strip of yellow.
Okay. Okay.
Would Calborn, would that be like an canal through there?
Yeah, Canal. Yeah,
And what about Trost?
yeah. Trost would be completely underwater. Like everything
Okay.
up to Hurtley would probably be underwater. Like Brynwall would be gone, Klein would be gone,
Mhm.
Baystrain would be gone, Barstone would be gone.
Okay.
Rhineport would still be there, but it would be more on a river
Hmm.
going to
They would
like
not be happy.
yeah. Or no,
And
they would be
Killorn.
basically surrounded by water.
Killorn.
Yes. Just to
And
put that into perspective, on that little river that goes up, Raven's Run is
would,
where the water
would be
would
on
come
the
up to.
coast. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Raven's Water and like Toreo would be the coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like all lowlands.
And
All
like
right.
as you can see like up north with all of like those lakes and stuff,
Mhm.
like
That was all.
Bromwich to Thornshear would flood in and the water would fill back up and kind of so like those cities moved closer to where the water was after the
Mhm.
devastation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Karuri Isle would probably be completely underwater.
Yes.
Or no, because there were
No.
ruins there.
Yeah. Karuri was actually never mind, you guys don't know that. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, did you guys figure that out? I don't remember. It's been so long ago.
Well, there were murals actually. There were murals of
That's right,
in
you guys.
Odoron
That's why
style,
you
right?
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
that's why you guys did figure
fair.
out. Karuri was actually a piece of Odoron that was somehow not taken by the spell. So Karuri might be fine. It might not be.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess just continue on our current plans for now and sort of try and keep an ear out for where all the runestones are at any one time, although I imagine it won't be the easiest thing to find out.
Yeah, especially because between here and the elves are as well, it's a whole dwarvish nation that hates us because we murdered their prince.
He was a traitor to his father. Do they know that we killed him?
See, I don't think we ever learned for sure that he was a traitor to his father. We don't
He was
know his father. His father may have been supporting all of this.
he was collaborating with the people who were blockading his kingdom. He said as much.
Hmm.
He arrived with the Ironsides.
Right, but I don't know if that collaboration conspiracy runs deeper than him.
I thought he also said that the devil had promised him his father's throne. Or am I remembering that incorrectly? It's been a while.
It's been a
Yeah, it has
while.
been. But his father would also be very capable of
I
promising him his
suppose.
throne. I, it could be that he was merely a traitor to his family and his country. It could also be that there's some kind of secret alliance between Stormmaw and those dwarves that they just don't want the rest of the world to know about because they're trying to downplay how powerful they actually are, which sounds like it's probably pretty powerful. I don't
Uh,
know, but at any rate, I don't really trust what's in those mountains.
well, that makes sense at least. Well, do you think we could question your surface elven friends further about the runestones after we've escorted Miss Nymeria home?
Of course, that
I would be curious to learn more and to share what I've been able to glean from the madman's ramblings in that book.
yeah, that seems like it would certainly be worth our time to do. Plus, you could also meet Henrietta. You'd like Henrietta. Loves
Oh,
books.
all right.
She was actually the one who was responsible for introducing Lucius to all manner of literary proclivities.
Interesting. So she would have recommendations that I should not necessarily follow.
You can thank or blame her as much as you choose.
Well, I can try to finish one of my lead lined porn novel boxes and show it to her and see what she thinks.
I can't wait to be in the room when that conversation happens. So how are you doing, by the way?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Fine. Can't complain. Had some time to read. Saw a friend talk to a tree. Didn't have to stay out in the sun because it's overcast with or shadowed over with the boughs of trees here. So
Oh, I was just wondering if we're going to go to Ilarion to see the elves, we won't be too far from Mirament.
I suppose unfortunately we will not be. Well, we won't have to stray at all from our path. Just continue on to Ilarion. Not worry about any diversions.
That's it. No desire to go home.
Not really. Not yet. I don't know. I sold my house there. I could go back. I didn't hate the place, but I'm kind of like being a bit further away from the Underdark there. Besides, what purpose would we have to visit? I have nothing left there.
Mm. They really are out to get you in the Underdark, aren't they?
I mean, that's what Lolth would command of us. We're always out to get each other. Only
Well,
the strongest survive.
Yeah, but there's only the strong survive, and then there's that tattoo you have. Seems like more than just competition.
I told you what it was. We won't discuss it further here.
Okay.
Certainly not in public.
Who are you calling public? Because I don't think you guys moved away from me.
Exactly. Farsu doesn't need to know of my family trifles.
We're both from the dark.
And neither of us want to go back. You understand me.
You
Yeah,
merely adopted the dark.
I still don't know why I left it, really. I kind of do.
Well, what do you mean you don't know why you left it?
Well, I always thought I'd never leave.
Why did you?
Because my wife and child died. But I don't know. Is that actually a good enough reason to leave?
I no one's judging what's a good enough reason or not, but you said you didn't know why you left. How can that be true? I mean, we've all left places, but we've all
Curiosity is a good enough
known
reason as
why.
any.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's a good reason or a bad reason. I'm saying you said I don't know why I left.
Well, we don't. My species doesn't really leave the deep dark.
Is it forbidden somehow?
I don't think so. I think everyone just prefers the dark. Like, I like the dark.
It's and yet you left,
Yeah.
and you don't know why.
I just don't know if it was a good enough reason to leave.
So you're not saying you literally don't remember. You're just having second thoughts.
Yeah. I don't think I would return because I've enjoyed myself up here. There's so much more to learn. Like all these different plant things.
Then it sounds as though your reason was good enough. Stay until your curiosity is sated. Worry in the future if you desire to go back. You have time.
Yeah, I've certainly left
Yeah.
places for worse
Uh,
reasons than that.
I'm only 93 now, or 92. Huh.
I will say it is probably about this time that Nymeria would get back from the woods, and that's where we'll take our break for this evening. See you guys back here in a few minutes. All right, hello and welcome back. You all are sitting in the tavern having a downtime afternoon as Nymeria comes in from her training day with Ollie.
So how did it go? I'm not sure exactly what you were doing.
Well, I figured if he's gonna be with us and he's gonna need to, like, protect himself, and he's gonna get bigger, so it's just a matter of time. But I tried to teach him with the dagger, but he didn't seem too keen on that. And she'll bring her claws out, and she'll show him to Ollie, and then hopefully he'll bring his claws out too.
You just see him in his little baby carrier just go shink and
Think you learned enough for today.
Well, Nymeria, I don't know where you get your maternal instinct from, but well done.
I don't either. I never met my mother.
Oh,
What?
ever?
No, I apparently, as my father, well, he doesn't even tell me anymore. He don't talk to me no more. I was the only one out of the pack to survive when we were born, and I killed Mama in the process. And so Daddy don't talk to me no more. He said that I'm like some devil or religious thing because of the color of my skin. That's why I live in the woods outside of town. I don't go to town because that's where Daddy lives.
God, I'm so sorry.
Huh.
Yeah, I bet he probably didn't even realize that I was ever gone, or, none of that, because he wouldn't care. He'd probably be happy that I was kidnapped.
Wait, so he might not even know you were gone.
No,
Are you trying to go back?
because that's my woods. That's where Mama died. That's where my brothers and sisters died. That's my woods.
Huh.
Daddy always just, blamed me, but I don't know. I never really felt that way until Farzu was telling us about his wife and baby, and then I was like, was it really my fault? I don't know now.
Well, Nymeria, I'm not a doctor or a healer or God knows I'm not a scholar of any kind, but I think it's pretty safe to say that if your mother died in childbirth, it wasn't your fault.
Well, when we get up there, you can tell that to my daddy, because he seems to think so. He seems to think that, again, religious. I don't know what, but you know this apparently was bad omen or something, and I caused her death and their death, and yeah, you don't want nothing to do with me.
Oh, omens. So wonderful for family stability. Well, if you'd like any unfortunate accidents to happen to your father, you need only ask.
Wait,
Mm,
y- your mother died during childbirth.
mm-hmm. Yep, I was the only survivor.
Huh. At this point, you'll see Barzu very deep in thought, murmuring to himself.
Is everything all right, Farzu?
Well, it if Nymeria survived when her mother died. Sorry, I don't mean to be like, oh, what's the word? Intrusive into insensitive to what happened to your mother, Nymeria, and your family.
It's
But
all right. It was a long time ago now.
could it be possible that my child survived?
Well, of course it'd be possible. I
I
mean,
mean, the person. Oh, sorry. My feed just really skipped ahead. I had no idea anybody else was talking. Go ahead.
no, deep gnome birth might be a little different than dire wolf born birth, but I think they're all still alive, right? So like, that's completely possible.
As far as you, of the five of us here, or of the four of us, I suppose, because Emrys is still at the library, the only person here who would have any idea if your child survived would be you. I mean, I'm just confused. You kept telling us your wife and child died as if you knew it for sure, and now
That's what I was told.
what do you mean that you didn't?
He said he wasn't there, remember? That's why he thought it was his fault.
I thought he meant like he came home and they were dead. I didn't realize this was all just word of mouth.
Oh, this is what I was told.
Well, would anyone have any reason to like keep your child a secret from you?
I don't know.
Would your
My
wife
father,
have any
my
reason? Sorry.
my father always said, "Trust but verify." He said it in the most condescending and asshole-ish circumstances, but I think it's a fair
What?
motto.
I don't even remember who told me.
What do you remember?
Being told that my wife and child died. And then I was thinking it was all my fault, and I wandered off and came up, wandered up top, and
So they both might still be alive. Whoever told you might have just been bullshitting you. You didn't go back home and check? Or
Yeah, that kind of sounds like something you should have went home and checked on.
did I?
Yeah, you remember going home.
Yeah, I think I did go home.
you
Fair
think?
Fair draws their spell deck out and starts shuffling and says, I could always ask the Fates for if they have any knowledge of who is alive and who is dead.
Fucking damn it! I
That
was
would
gonna
be
remind myself. And I
interesting.
didn't.
What?
No, you're good. Continue.
Mm. Yeah, that might work. Would it work? Oh, you
could-
even have it in a cloth.
Yeah.
Mine's in a silk bag.
Mine's special. Mine's a Crowley deck.
Mine's steampunk.
Mine's Disney villains.
I said I was gonna get this out because it has all of the cards and all of their meaning in it and keep it here for reference, and I forgot to do it when you pulled it out. It reminded me.
Fair will cut the deck a few times and then hand it to Farzu to shuffle.
Farzu will look at it and shuffle it.
Okay.
While this is happening, Dietrich will take out his deck of playing cards and just start playing Go Fish with Nymeria.
Ollie is
I-
swatting at the cards if they come near.
I
him,
was
by the
gonna
way.
say, I'm like, I gotta hold my hand in so he doesn't try to eat the card.
Yeah, you gotta hold your hand away from you so he doesn't like he's pawing at them.
the little claws are coming out. So Fair will cast divination with Farzu's assistance, asking if his child is still alive. And let Farzu turn up the top card for our reading,
Cool.
since it is his blood.
Farzu will.
Right. At the angle you're at right now, it looked like your t-shirt. It looks like the text on your t-shirt was actually closed captioning at the bottom of your screen.
But as he
It's
does,
just
go
right
to
along the
turn it
bottom.
over, as he goes to turn it over, he'll hesitate for a few seconds before he flips it up.
Okay. I actually have to think about this.
Okay.
So somebody, if you guys want to
Sorry.
talk about Go Fish or
Nymeria, do you have any threes?
Go fish.
Ah, damn.
Do you have any fours?
You can read me like a book, and I'll Dietrich hands over 2 4s.
Well, that's a compliment because I sure don't know how to read.
okay. Farzu, the card you're looking and staring directly at is the moon card.
Moon card.
Do you want me to read it? Fair. Okay. Illusion, deception, hysteria, madness, and falsehood.
Well, I would say it seems it may be worth investigating, but ultimately that's up to you.
But what does that mean?
Refers to illusions and falsehoods, or also simply the unknown.
Huh.
But it could be that someone, perhaps even yourself, has lied to you.
Lied to me. How could I lie to myself?
I don't know the
Oh,
circumstances.
Farzu, many of us lie to ourselves our entire lives.
I lie to myself
He-
in the mirror each morning.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Well, take your time. We need not act on it now.
I mean, we're pretty far from where I used to live.
By the way, where did you used to live?
I believe it was Dolan.
Dolan. Draxel.
Draxel, sorry.
Draxel.
One of the two.
I lived in Draxel.
Draxel? The two of you were practically neighbors.
2 days, pretty much. Or 3 days.
Perhaps less underground without the mountains there.
Yeah.
Mhm. Because where were you from?
I'm from the Underdark quarter of Mirament.
Pyramid. We're closer to the water.
Yes.
Must have been pretty moist there.
Yes, certain times of year it was quite unpleasant. Why is that word so unpleasant and common?
I don't know. I
Because it
kinda
just
thought-
sounds bad.
The only time I like it is using it for cake.
Cake, yeah.
Nice, moist.
I don't even like it when using it for cake.
I only like it for cake.
I
Nice,
think it
moist
would have
cake.
sound better in
Mm.
No,
English.
just find a different adjective for cake. It's not hard.
Juicy.
There you go.
Juicy cake just sounds like you
not
soaked
the
it
same.
in water.
It's not
Yeah.
the same.
It's not.
It's moist cake.
unless you get caught in the rain.
Then it's damp cake.
Then it's chocolate rain.
Yeah, how about some clammy cake, or maybe a
God
dank
damn it.
cake, or maybe a dank
Dank.
cake.
Some nice
That
dank
dank
cake.
cake is something completely different.
Yeah, that's a different kind of cake.
Yep. Dank is a synonym for moist though.
You're not wrong.
I propose that we just replace the word moist with dank
Moist.
forever. Just in all circumstances, forever.
Or just swap them so I can send you moist memes in direct message.
Oh God.
I don't
Please
ever
no.
want to. I don't
Please
ever
no.
want moist memes.
I don't know what moist memes are, but I don't.
I don't
want
ever.
them.
I don't want. I don't know what a moist meme is, but I don't want it. Dank is a synonym for moist. In what universe?
Thesaurus.com.
In what universe are those
Thesaurus.com.
synonyms?
Thesaurus.com. Don't blame me.
That was on the
Ah,
number
internet, it
7.
must be true.
It was number 7.
blaming Merriam-Webster.
Yep.
Man, that would take a while to
And
get back
blaming
to.
both Miriam and Webster.
My aunt's
Anyway.
last name
The
is
moist
Webster.
cake.
Anyways.
Anyways.
It'd
Back to-
probably take us like a week to get to.
Oh, you're
Drexel.
down by the water. It must have been more dank.
It'll take you a week to get to where?
Drexel.
From where you guys are now?
Yeah.
If you go by land? That's like a month plus, bro.
Oh shit.
It's a lot of camping.
I think we could certainly get there eventually.
Eventually, I might remain on the surface.
Well, if we do go to Alarion, like you suggested, to talk to the elves, the last time we were there, the queen graciously agreed to teleport us to Roguewater. I don't see why she wouldn't do that again, although I
We might get stuck.
hope
in
she's
Rogue-
more although I hope she's more accurate this time.
That was horrible.
It wasn't our best day.
Almost
Ended up a little
drowned.
moist.
A little dank.
More drowned radish.
Sank and dank.
And I don't know how to swim, really.
Oh, before you get teleported again, you might want to fix that.
Buy out that store's
Oh.
entire stock of tokens with the water breathing
Oh.
spell on it.
If we're being
I
teleported
know
into the
what
middle
to
of the
do now.
mountains, I don't think swimming is the biggest concern. But you never know.
I know the bubble head charm now.
Anywho. Back on topic, Farsu's Crisis.
Well, when we see Emrys later, Varzu, you could certainly use the wand of sending.
Oh,
You just think about the person you're trying to talk to, and you say your message, and then they hear it in their head. Trust me, it's idiot proof. I can do it.
are you calling yourself an idiot, Dietrich?
Yes,
You're not
yes,
that much of an
Varzu.
idiot.
Well, you're too kind.
You know money. I don't know money.
Oh, I wouldn't say I know money that well. I know that I want it. That's about it.
Don't we all, though?
Well, oh, if I knew money, I wouldn't be here. I'd be somewhere in a mansion with servants and all of my money.
It gets dull after a while. You made at least make sure you have a library.
Well, the home I grew up in was certainly it was nice, but it was I'm sure, nothing like you. An above game, Dietrich will describe or use whatever in-universe word there is for a McMansion, because that's essentially what he grew up in. Like like expensive, but not like rich, but not wealthy.
Like
One
a
of the
row,
walls, they were like,
like you lived in a row house neighborhood, but your parents like tore it down and built it up to like the maximum size of the lot.
Well, just like a kind of shoddily constructed McMansion.
Yeah.
Just like costs a lot of money, rich people live there, but like not really rich people.
The people that want to act like the people that think they need to keep up with the Joneses.
Yes, like
Okay.
yeah, people who have a good amount of money, but they want to portray to the world that they are super rich, even if they aren't.
Understandable. Yeah.
they have the one wall of the house where they were like, "What window would you like on this side?" And
And
they
they just said,
said, "I would like
yes.
one of
All of them.
each."
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
What window would you like
Yeah.
here? Yes.
The Noah's Ark, two of everything.
I actually saw one of those outside of it's by Tyson's. It was 1.6 million, and oh my god,
Oh my god.
it was lovely. It was like 4,000 square feet though.
I don't know who I'd contact back there. I wouldn't be able to contact my son. He would
Why
not
not?
be old enough.
You know that you had a son, or your child was to be a son.
It was the hope.
You
Pretty
could try
sure.
contacting your wife, I suppose.
Yeah. Wait. Can we ask the cards about her?
It is a bit less reliable to ask more questions. It might be best to wait.
Okay.
We
It's
could
worth
try, but
it's worth trying. The thing refreshes its uses every day. There's no reason not to.
all right. Fair will shuffle the cards again several times before heading them over to Farzu.
What spell is this?
Divination.
Oh, okay.
Above game, it does get less accurate. There's a chance that it's incorrect the more times you use
Yeah,
it
I'm
before
trying to read where it
a
is on
long
your spell
rest.
list, and I can't find it.
It's not on my spell list because it's not a wizard spell. I get it through my thingy,
Oh yeah. You get it through Awakened or whatever.
my Astromancy archive.
That's right.
And I can't, it's So annoying. I can't add it to my spell list.
Because whoever made the Astromancy Archive didn't make it right on D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Let me make sure I get the right level for that, though.
Yeah, your divination also works different than the base spell, too.
Fourth level. Okay.
Because
So
I think it's more... Because I think it's more, nondescript. Okay.
Yeah, so fair. We'll shuffle the deck and then let Farzu finish shuffling it to his heart's content, and then draw a card.
I'll shuffle
So-
it 5 times.
So what are you asking specifically of the deck in the divination?
Is my wife still alive? Or would the cards be able to tell me where my son is?
No, they would not.
No.
I mean, you would get a card in reply, so we would have to figure it out from there, but they're not good at things like directions.
That's too bad.
Guys, actually, take me a second.
All right, Nymeria, I think I've got it this time. Do you have any jacks?
She'll hand you a jack.
Haha, I knew it.
How about any nines?
Go fish.
Fair enough.
I'm busy.
So you're asking if your wife is still alive?
Yeah.
You get the 9 of Swords.
Was your wife a cat?
No, she was a gnome. Gnome, just like me.
Uh, I was just wondering because you asked if she was alive and you got the number 9.
It has to do with guilt and anxiety, perhaps being too hard on yourself.
Ah,
Power of worry and regret. Hmm. Interesting.
Are you looking it up too in your book? Okay.
Yeah. Torture. Oh my.
Anxiety and worrying too much. Despair and depression. So I suppose that could either be a good sign that perhaps you are being too hard on yourself and she is alive somewhere, or that your mourning is correct and she has passed. Or if that she has passed, that it's time you let go. The Rider Waite Nine of Swords art is the one that's like, I picked up all these swords. Now, how the fuck am I supposed to sort my inventory?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got I was gonna say probably like another hour and a half ish until dinner time. If there's anything else you all want to accomplish.
I'm gonna plunder the results.
Okay.
Fair will start reading one of the other books, the trio of books that was like the history of Odoron that they got from Big Bird. They're on the second one now, which was I wrote the name down somewhere.
I have all the names somewhere. I just gotta remember what tab it's in.
The Uniting of Odoron, and the third one's
Oh.
War of the Crown.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you start. I'll say I'll give like 2 chapters. I'll give away like a third of the book. The city-states obviously quarreled with each other and led to a lot of unease and a lot of trade tension and, cities being starved out. And it was objectively awful that these were happening to citizens who were not benefiting from it. And the city of the Magocracy, the city of Odoron, basically decided one day, F this shit. Got all their best mages together, put together a plan, and basically launched a 7-sided war against all other 7 city-states on the continent. Basically hit all of them all at once so they couldn't prepare or create an alliance behind their back in an attempt to take them over and unite the continent.
Were there any like names given of like prominent political figures or generals in the war?
This is the interesting thing. There are places where names are supposed to be in the book that aren't there.
Like they've been deliberately removed, or
Yes. And or erased from history.
so like as a calligrapher, can I tell if the script was erased with like tools for doing like physical mundane tools for doing so, or if it was like a magical
It was magical.
erasure?
There is no
It
marks
was
of erasure, yeah.
okay. I guess I'll cast Detect Magic to see if there's any lingering traces of anything whatsoever, just in case.
There's not.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a really bad time to take some water.
How dare you stay hydrated?
I think while all this is happening, while the room is still relatively empty because we're not quite at dinner yet, Dietrich will just have his backpack set up on a table open,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll be sitting at the other side of the room just tossing playing cards into it, which he's pretty good at. But he's getting like maybe 60% of them in, and he's just like softly cursing under his breath whenever he misses one.
guess
But I
I'm
think
gonna
he's
use.
he's also looking over to see if Ollie is paying attention or is entertained by it at all.
Ollie is currently now figuring out his claws, so he is
Mhm.
like taking them out and like tinking them together, and like putting them back in and putting his paw pads together, and then taking them back out and tinking them.
I guess at this point, I've probably spent the whole day in this library basically while they've
Pretty
been doing
much.
this. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the wand ascending.
Yeah.
Contact Dietrich.
Cool.
How many words do I get with that? I'm sorry, I forget.
25.
Dietrich. I finished what I needed. At least I think. You can come back. Are you pooping?
We were just about to sit down for dinner, but we'll be with you shortly. Not at the moment. Everything's pretty regular. But thanks for checking.
I'm gonna save a charge and not respond.
Okay.
Because I don't know how many charges were on it when he gave it to me.
It was full,
Yeah, I still don't need to use another one. You know where I'm at.
but I'll let everyone else know. Emrys is ready. Perhaps we should eat dinner quickly and head over there.
Can you at least ask him if any of them are pooping?
He also seemed to have a very strange interest in our bowel movements.
Interesting.
Has it gotten busier in here?
Yeah, because dinner's getting ready to start.
Has any deep gnomes entered?
No.
Always looking.
Any drow fair is also always looking.
Not right now.
Okay.
We have seen a few walking under parasols around town, but not in here.
Dietrich is not looking for tieflings, but just are there any hot people?
There's always hot people in the tavern in D&D.
I mean, I just want to know about the hot people.
Yeah, there's always hot people. On the menu this evening is their chicken and dumplings. There is meatloaf, and then there's also radish stew.
How much for the radish stew and a beer?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
6 silver and 4 silver.
Okay, so 1 gold for
1 gold,
both.
yes.
All right, I will have radish stew and a beer.
To the waiter, I'll just say I would do anything for meatloaf,
Okay.
but I won't do
But he
that.
won't do that.
Waiter kind of looks at you confused. So do you want the meatloaf or something different?
Oh no, yeah, the meatloaf. How much is the
Okay.
meatloaf?
6 silver as well.
Sure.
2 meatloafs.
Great.
2 meatloafs.
Well,
One's
Ollie's
for
gotta eat.
Ollie. Hello?
No, I'm thinking about
Barzu, what did you get?
if there were 2 of.
Meat and a beer.
Yeah, waiter takes your guys' order, brings it back. Oh, did you guys get anything to drink or no?
Beer.
Okay. I'm just talking.
Yeah, I'll have
sorry,
a beer.
Okay.
How much is a beer?
4, so it's a gold total for that.
Okay.
Okay. Waiter comes back with the 3 meatloafs, 2 radish stews, and 3 beers, and sets them down at the table for y'all.
Does the radish stew taste better than the radish beer?
Yeah, the radish stew actually tastes really, really good.
Huh.
Surprisingly.
Better than that beer.
Yeah.
I think it was beer.
Think of it kind of like borscht, but with radish instead of beets.
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit like that radish spice bite to it.
Now I'm hungry. IRL.
Right. As far as you take a sip of your beer when you get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception check for me. Just because I want to make you roll.
Of course. Come on, lucky dice. Oh, that's not too bad. 18.
Okay.
Because I only got a +1, so.
It's really not hard to tell. It looks like really good ale in the mug, and you take a sip of it, and it tastes like ash from the bottom of a fire pit in your mouth.
Waiter,
Comes back over, yeah.
this beer tastes like ash. Crap.
No, we just checked it today. Everything should be fine. Do you want me to get you another one?
Yes, please.
Okay. And I'll take your mug and take it back and bring you a new one about a minute and a half later. There you go.
Fair, we'll take a sip of theirs. Did they get the same thing?
Nope, tastes
the same
fine to
brew?
you. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same brew.
Yeah,
Tastes fine to you.
Dietrich,
Tastes
same
fine to
thing.
Dietrich.
I'll take
clink,
another sip.
clink with fair and just keep drinking.
The second beer is the same as the first.
You
So
all
that-
right, Farzu? I've never known you to turn down a beer before.
This beer tastes like ass.
I mean, some of us like the taste of ass, Farzu.
Here, Dietrich, you try it. Does it taste like crap to you?
I'll just have a sip.
Tastes like normal beer.
You know, You- you- that's what beer tastes like. Are you all right?
I don't know. I'll eat the stew looking at the beer, just completely.
Perhaps you should you try something else? Wine, whiskey?
Yeah.
Is it all is it
I-
is something
God. I will not purchase the 400-year-old wine.
Okay. What
I'll try for.
bartender comes back by?
Can I get something different? This does not taste good to me.
We got wine, we got spirits. What are you in the mood for?
Mid-range price range of a wine.
Yeah, we've got a new white in that's like 6 silver glass.
We'll go for that.
Okay, of course. Brings you and slides the wine across the table about 2 minutes later when they come back by.
And I will take a sip of this.
Same thing.
No.
and if he offers, I'll have a sip of it.
Yeah, I'll offer it to Dietrich.
It's a lovely elvish white wine.
Oh, try this, Fair. It's quite lovely.
Fair will also take a sip.
Floral, a little grassy, very good for an elvish white wine.
Tastes fine to me.
Uh, But, uh, why?
Perhaps we'd better let Emrys take a look at you when we see him. It does seem to be a curse most foul.
Gee, this
Ooh.
is pretty good. Fair will take another sip and then return it to Farzu.
But if
Oh, she'll.
I will offer Farzu my water skin and just say, try this. Is it just alcohol or is it all liquid?
As Fair passes it, goes to pass it back to me, and I'll be like, uh, no, you can keep it. And I'm like, you'll pass. Teacher will pass the water skin. I was like, well, I gotta drink something. So I'll grab the water string and have a drink.
It's water. If there's water in it.
Fine.
If it's
Yeah.
not alcohol. Yeah, if there's
No,
water tastes like
I
water.
I assume I'm just refilling it from the horn of endless water.
Yeah. It's water. It tastes like water.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Farzi looks so disappointed.
Perhaps your
Whoa.
body simply needs more time to recover from your misadventure last night.
Hopefully.
I don't know if Farzu has lost his taste for alcohol. That whoever did this to you is somebody who knew how to hit you where it hurts.
But, like, I can't even have a glass. Can't even have one. The taste.
Well, I don't. If it is magic, I don't have the magic to help you, but Emrys might. We should go see him as soon as everyone's done eating.
I'll just get up and start walking to the door. Oh, you guys there. I've lost my appetite.
The trials and tribulations of Farzu.
Fair shrugs and goes back to eating.
Yeah, I'm finishing my meatloaf.
Cool. Give me
I'm staying.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Then you guys can head over and see Emrys.
Finishing my meatloaf.
He made a mistake. I don't know what. I don't think that I want him to be able to taste alcohol.
Anywho.
We found Farzu's kryptonite.
I don't know that I want him running naked through a bar again for us to save him.
Anyways. After you guys are done what's Farzu gonna do while he's waiting for people to come out of the bar?
He's
Just
gonna
dance around like he has to pee.
Slowly.
Come on.
Slowly walk towards where Emrys is, to that weird house. That's bigger on the inside.
I mean, I would imagine that the rest of us aren't more than like 10 minutes behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys head over to see Emrys and Uranus at the headquarters for the caretakers. Is that correct? No stops on the way?
Nope.
It's a lovely evening in town, by the way. They have like the lantern lights hanging overhead. They have lamplighters that have lit them at this point as it's starting to get dusk out. It's a very, very, very lovely looking city. All with the giant, 1,000-foot tree kind of hanging, 500-foot tree kind of hanging over everything. It's an interesting and serene place to be, with a little bit of a breeze coming in from the lake still, to give just that little bit of salt on the air as you all head over and knock on the door. And a different caretaker with more auburn red hair kind of lets you inside. Oh, I will let them know that you are here. If you guys want to sit in the waiting room, and
Okay.
I'll go get them. All right. And we'll sit in a waiting room for about 2 minutes before Uranus and Emrys will come from the library downstairs where they have been doing research all day into the sitting room.
Well, we've got news, but yours is probably more important.
It's just a lot.
We found so much cool shit.
It was really cool.
Yeah. I didn't know half that
You
stuff
told
was
me
down there.
You told me I couldn't tell them all of it, though. so-
No. We can't tell them all of it, but
Ooh, you can't tell us.
yeah, it's secret druid stuff.
It's
Hidden
druid things.
knowledge.
It's druid things. Don't worry about it.
Just
Secret
druid things.
Druid man, secret.
They said they would kill me if I said anything.
I never said we'd kill you. I said we'd turn you into a squirrel.
That's
I
the
like
same
squirrel.
thing.
Sure.
Farzu kills his squirrels.
I
Let's talk about Nibbles again.
Well, I suppose if there's a squirrel punishment threatened, it's fine.
It's secretive.
Yeah, we're all secretive.
So, should I give them the rundown of everything, or
Yeah,
Like the brief
except
rundown?
for the secret things.
yeah, except for the secret things? So the Archdruid stuff wasn't a myth. It seems it was real, and he didn't want anybody to have his staff and just claim they were the Archdruid, so he locked it away and broke it up. Y'all found the first piece of it, and there are 4 more.
And the
And-
visions are where the other 4 are.
Yeah, you had the visions of where the other 4 are, and you knew where 2 of them were. And
Yeah.
then using where he went and where he traveled in his journals that we have, that had lots of cool secret stuff in it, we think we figured out the other 2 are Stormrest and Alder Point. On top of the 2 you had already known, but I don't know if you told them that. So
Yeah, I don't think you told us where the two.
I didn't
Word.
tell him when one was at my home.
oh yeah, that's right.
I didn't. I
So,
didn't
yeah.
tell him that. And
On the bad news, we don't know how to put the pieces back together, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Because I can keep working here.
So Grove Rest, Storm Rest, Alder Point.
Yep.
Where's Alder Point?
East of Mirrormint.
East of Mirrormint.
Or sorry, west.
Yeah,
North
we're
of
that
Oh, on
north
the
of
lake.
Calborn.
Yep,
North of
yep,
Calborn.
yep. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
And what was the fourth one?
It's Grove Rest, Alder Point, Storm Rest, and then the other one that Emerus knew about was Wild Rest.
Yeah, I didn't tell him about Wild Rest.
Yeah.
I was going to. That's the other one.
And that one is
South of Gunvudur.
It's the one close to your home. That's the place I visited all the time.
Yep.
It's near.
I think
Wildwood.
yeah. So 3 of them seem like they're somewhere in that area, like south.
Yep.
Grove
Yeah,
Rest,
they're near my
Storm Rest,
home.
And
Wild
there's
Rest.
Oakheart up here, and then Alder Point on the other side.
Alder Point on the other side. Well, I think a trip to like Alarion, Alder Point, Draxel is probably in our future.
I mean, you guys get to meet my parents when we go get this when we go get one of the
Yeah,
pieces.
and then we'll have to go down south at some point also. But so all of this is to theoretically reassemble a staff. And what happens then?
So we don't know if it's an artifact or if it has magical power or anything, but the person who would assemble it would essentially be the next Archdruid. So in a time of crisis, it would reveal itself to a druid to be able to unite the circles.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about all I can get out of it.
Yeah. That was a lot.
Certainly.
Yeah.
And uniting these circles is a good thing.
Well, they've only ever been united once, so
And what happened then?
I
The
don't know.
secrets. The secrets.
Some of the secret stuff.
Oh,
yeah, but
that's the secret stuff.
but
Noted.
but when you know.
Oh, so we help you in this task, and then you have to kill us.
No,
I never
keep your
said
secret.
that. We don't kill. We
No,
turn
no,
people
no,
into
no.
squirrels. Here, at least.
you
Some
are
of the
not
other
allowed to
circles might
turn
not
them
be a
in-
knife. Some of the other circles might not be as nice.
You are not allowed to turn them into squirrels if they help me do this.
Chipmunks?
No.
Okay.
I will amend that slightly. You're allowed to turn me into a squirrel with consent if it's for a weird sex thing. Temporarily.
I like the way he thinks.
Dietrich, you could get squirrely. I think we could do that, but I don't know if I want that.
Fair just looks at Dietrich and looks very, very thoughtful, considering many possibilities.
You know, as soon as he
Fair-
said that,
Fair,
as
what
soon as he
else are you
said,
gonna take next time you level up? Polymorph.
as soon as you said turn me into a squirrel for a weird sex thing, the Lemmy Wink song from South Park just started playing in my
Yep.
head.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ. Anywho,
Look.
it's a living. Yeah. So that was a good day. It was a good day. Did you guys have fun? Did you do anything touristy?
Oh,
Looked
I
at
don't
some
think
of our
magic.
souvenirs from earlier in our journeys.
Yeah,
I
sometimes you just need to
wouldn't say
relax.
touristy, but I did teach the little one this, and she'll do the claw thing again for Ollie.
Ollie will do the claw thing.
That's kind of scary, actually.
And you see his like go beak up, and he just is turning his head, and the feathers are now like going.
Please don't have
No,
him
and
pull his claws out.
I took the opportunity to get some geopolitical news. It's been quite a while since we've been in the loop, you might say. Very fascinating developments.
Do tell.
Well, it appears that our friends with the interesting ships are being threatened not to come any further north. Apparently, Kilorn and Sterling knew that they were near Cot Verte, and they said, "Don't come any further north, or there will be consequences." And meanwhile, I've heard of huge navies being mustered in Kilorn, and it seems that we might find ourselves in quite a pickle before too long, although we do seem to be safe for now.
Is it a dill pickle or a bread and butter pickle?
I don't think it matters to Dietrich. He likes all the pickles.
All of them.
Yeah. Is there anything else I can help you guys with before? I guess you guys probably are heading
It's
off
more
in
of
the
a
morning.
it's a little pickle. It's like a cornichon.
I've got a question.
Yeah, go for it.
How? Jester all around.
Oh. If I told you, I'd have to turn you into a chipmunk.
Not a deal breaker for a Farzu.
Not really, no.
No. When you're there are certain types of enchantment magics that if you cast them enough can be made permanent, and when you're building a house you have a lot of time to do that, and so you can make houses that are bigger on the inside. So you have more space on a smaller floor print.
Can I learn these spells?
Yeah, somewhere. I didn't do them.
Oh.
Would you like to hear our news now, Emrys?
Yes.
Well,
No. It's horrible.
Farzu has apparently lost his taste for liquor.
That's a blessing.
I tend to agree. According to him, it just turns to all alcohol just turns to ash in his mouth, and it's horrible.
Good, he won't run naked through the bar.
I agree that it's a good thing.
That
However,
happened. The drugs.
that's not the kind of thing that happens naturally. Emrys, someone did this to him, and I'm worried. Because who?
I want to thank them.
I got a question.
You might have an answer?
Did you talk to the tree yesterday?
Maybe?
About your alcohol drinking?
Not entirely?
Did you mention it?
No.
Huh. Did you? Buff Game, I thought you did.
No, I just asked what was wrong with me.
Oh. Well, he read
Well-
your mind. Um, Because if you ask him about it or you're talking about your problems, and he does that to people sometimes.
Is there any way to undo it?
It's got to let it run its course.
He's a tree totaler?
Hmm.
Give them a point for that. Come on.
Point.
Chopping it down is not an option, right?
I would have to kill you.
I would have to help him kill you.
Them.
I would have to watch.
Could I help kill him too?
Yeah, go for it. He pulls out an axe
I
in
would
that
do
part.
it via giving him alcohol. A lot of
I
it.
mean, the good news is it's not permanent.
Okay, good.
The bad news is we've had people say that it's lasted between 10 and 30 days.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
I'm
It
only-
sounds like
Yeah.
it sounds like a good opportunity for a bit of a detox, Parzu.
Don't know
Yeah.
how well that will work.
The heart tree, we don't really tell people that it's magic because, it doesn't react to everybody and doesn't grant everybody's magic that they want. But occasionally it will read people's hearts. And if it's like, you might have an alcohol problem, he's gonna make it taste weird.
I've heard of things like that, but they always lasted exactly 28 days.
Huh. Interesting. Above game, it is 66 days. And it is 17 days for Farzu.
Just think of it as it's shorter than rehab.
Blink of an eye for a gnome, right?
Yeah.
It's shorter than
long-lived as we are.
Oh god, what is the name of that place in Hollywood? It's shorter than fantasy, whatever. Oh. Anyways. Hollywood Cliffside, Malibu. That's what it is.
We tried to make him go to rehab,
He said no,
Oh,
no, no.
but he's a gnome.
I like that better. If there's nothing else I can help you guys with, thanks for swinging through. I'm sure we'll talk to you again, Emrys, and you all, and best of luck going forward.
Don't worry, I'll be back with the staff soon.
Yeah, can't wait to see it.
Is it not going to take long to find all the pieces?
I know where they are.
Yeah, getting to them might be a bit tricky, but I'm sure we'll be able to get there eventually.
Ready? You all heading back to the inn for the evening? Alright.
Are there many people out and about at this hour?
Yeah, because it's still early in the evening, and there are cafes that serve wine and beer at them in addition to food, besides the inns on some of these back streets and stuff.
Okay.
Like, the best thing I can think is to describe this place is it's like a French fishing village in terms of like vibe. So down alleys, you'll just occasionally see like seating areas and lights on what look like a residential building, but they run a cafe out of their kitchen, like kind of places. So there's lots of little like little nooks and crannies.
Is there any magic shops on the way back?
Unfortunately, it's after 8, so they'd be closed.
Fair.
Yes.
I feel a bit silly asking this, but do you feel like a date?
We already had dinner.
Oh, glass of wine at one of these little cafes sounds very charming.
They kind of like
If you'd prefer to go home and go back to the inn and go to bed, that's fine too.
sure, the air is nice out. I could stay outside a bit longer. Would you like to pick the place?
How about that one right over there? And I assume like down an alley or something, there's just a place that's lit up with a little seating area like that Van Gogh painting.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what's in my head right now when you describe it. I'm like, oh, it's that Van Gogh painting.
No, exactly the vibes.
And when we're
Vibes
done
to
drinking, it'll be just as blurry.
Yeah. You can't tell me something
Might
looks
even cut
like
my
that
own ear
Van
off.
Gogh. You can't tell me something looks like that painting and have me not say, "Hey, let's go on a date." Like that's just the perfect.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's fair. It's a fair point.
What?
I said it's a fair
No,
point.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah, fair point.
Wait. Anyway,
Oh, sorry. Other way.
yeah.
I don't know. Am I flipped around?
Yeah, you're flipped around. Yeah, absolutely. The other three of you going to make your way back to the inn the evening.
yes, and I'm gonna go immediately get a beer and drink it in front of Farzu.
Just like
I'll
stand
be right
over,
back. I
just
need a
stand
drink of
over
water.
it, just stand over him and look at it. Just look at him, eye contact
Correct.
the entire time.
That's literally what I'm gonna do.
Oh man, that's evil.
I'd expect nothing less.
I wouldn't either, but
He's not naked and running around, so it's worth it.
also true.
I am definitely going to do something about that.
Oh no. What is Farzu gonna do?
Farsu's gonna show up to breakfast with an IV drip.
Of his potion of tripping one ball.
just
Wait, tripping eight ball?
anything.
Idiot.
That's a good point. We know alcohol doesn't work, but we don't yet know about the potion of tripping one ball.
Well, Farzu, if you're a man of science.
Oh god.
Does the tree's magic extend to hallucinogens?
Well, he's not looking.
I saw that.
Did you?
It's got to be something good. How?
What are you doing?
How big is his cup? Is it like about 1 cubic foot, maybe? No bigger?
No, it's not that big.
Now I gotta try to say the name of the spell.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm soiling his cup.
How?
Prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation?
Yeah, that.
Oh, okay.
As he goes to take another sip, I soil his drink.
The moment I taste it, I pick my cup down, use shape water, and throw it all in his face. I broke the DM with that.
Yeah, you did. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man.
And then I look over at him and say, "You may have magic, but remember who can save you."
Yeah.
So meanwhile, on the date, it's a lovely, literal little cafe run out of this couple's home. They have a vineyard out in Far Hook, so they have their own house wine. It's like 5 gold a glass, and they have like a very, very limited like small plates menu.
I'll pay 10 gold for a couple glasses.
Are you sure you don't want me to pay for mine? I have the gold.
I know you have the gold, fair. I also have the gold.
All right. Well, thank you.
They come back out with it. It's not the best wine you ever had, but for someplace that runs their own restaurant and has a house and their own vineyard, it's pretty good.
So, how do these usually go for surface folk? Can't say I've ever
Well,
been asked on a date before.
well, probably start something like this, and I minor illusion, like a single rose in like a vase in the as like the centerpiece of the table, and just leave it there.
Oh, very, very cute.
Now, how do they usually go below the surface?
Don't usually deal much with courtship.
Oh, is that what this is?
I mean, I was going to be married off as part of a political arrangement, so I wouldn't really have much say in who my partner was in the first place. There would be no point to such theatrics.
Yeah, I think I read a book about that once.
How did it
Uh,
end?
Well, she escaped and met someone else, and they went on lots of fantastic adventures and ended up living happily ever after.
Well, good
I
for
didn't
them.
say I didn't say it was a great book. I was a little kid, but
You can watch some of the VODs about it on YouTube.
Or Henrietta can tell you all about it when you meet her at the library.
Also true.
but well, I mean I've told you my story. It seems like we're both probably running from marriages. Although no one ever gave a shit about the politics of mine. Still, I am glad we found each other. Whatever this is.
Well, I suppose I was following the whims of the fates to come to Roguewater to find you all in the first place. I certainly don't regret that. I've had the artifact that had come into my possession that I was curious in finding out more about, and I
And
dare say I've learned a lot more than I was anticipating since we started that quest.
what are the fates telling you now?
I don't know. I could ask, but sometimes it's more interesting to leave it a mystery till it happens.
That was less a question about your tarot deck and more a question of how do you feel, Fair?
Well, I feel that I'm definitely glad that we've crossed paths, and I sounds like we have many more destinations in mind, so I wouldn't mind if those paths continued together for a while.
I certainly wouldn't mind that either. But
S-
I do get the sense that you're expecting me to get bored or leave or lose interest or something. There's always I have detected a bit of a barrier, you might say. And don't get me wrong, given my own history, that's not an unfair assumption. But just I just want to say I've never met anyone like you.
And I never met anyone like you either. I thought this being somewhat temporary was part of our arrangement when we first negotiated this, whatever it is. Are you saying we should renegotiate the terms?
I don't think it's a contract that needs to be negotiated. I think we can just be honest with each other. I quite enjoy our time together. And my checkered past of bouncing from one partner to another is, I mean, God, it's probably been at least a year since I've done anything like that. And I don't know if I'm just getting older or found the right company, but I I don't think there's a grand statement that needs to be made or a anything that needs to be renegotiated or rediscussed, I'm just trying to I'm very badly trying to find the words to just say I like you.
They're sort of goes through appears their their face sort of goes through several emotions, starting with shock, and then they look sort of like they think about it, and then they take a drink of their wine and say something back to Dietrich in Undercommon.
Dietrich fumbles around in his bag for the helm of comprehending languages and just says, "Could you repeat that one more time?" Well, he puts it on.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah.
That helm is so profoundly unsexy.
For now, I can also just cast the spell, but
Yeah, fair. Basically, they repeat it again. I like you as well, but maybe feels like something's lost in translation. It's very poetic, I guess, how they say it in their native language. And then they just start staring very astutely into their wine glass, paying all of their attention to that.
Meanwhile, back at the bar fight.
The anti-date where drinks are being thrown on people.
I wouldn't call that an anti-date. I've definitely been
Bad
at
date.
bars where some dates have gone that way. I've witnessed dates go that way. You guys calm down now after the beer incident.
Yeah,
fuck no, we're still
course.
going.
Fuck no, the entire bar is covered in beer from shape water now. No. Yeah. Okay.
Just splashed his face. I wasn't being an asshole about it. I was
Yeah.
just like, I know you did it.
Yeah. And you can shape the water back into the cup, which is really funny.
Correct.
Okay. What is Nymeria doing?
I watched this exchange for a little bit and laughed, and then just, you know, just enjoying the claws with the little one, preparing to use them if need be. But it seems like they've died down now.
Got it.
I will actually end up telling Emerus about Fair's cards and be like, so apparently my child might be alive and maybe my wife. Very confusing. And I got these from cards. Do you know how those cards work?
Really?
So might have to stop in Drexel at some point.
I mean, I could help you find out.
How?
Do you, I mean, do you still have something of hers?
I'll pull out the lock of her hair. Well, I have this.
I mean, I could try to find her tomorrow if you save that for me.
I didn't know you could do that.
Eh, there's lots of things you don't know I can do.
Okay.
There's lots of things Dietrich doesn't even know, but that's the fun in this.
That is true.
Okay. How long are you guys going to stay downstairs? Long enough for Dietrich and Fair to get back?
Yeah.
All right.
Just because curious on how well it went.
Is Nymeria going to stay downstairs too?
Nah.
Okay. It's starting to clear out a little bit in the evening as Dietrich and Fair come back into the bar. Nymeria probably went about 5-10 minutes ago. And then you would see Emrys and Farzu, probably one of the last dozen or so people in here, sitting near the back of the bar. When you all come back.
Still up, huh?
Well, I kind of had an idea, Dietrich.
Oh,
Walking is quite boring, right?
sure.
I thought that's why we had horses.
I mean, or we could just be in Alarian in 10 minutes.
Don't tell me you can make people teleport too now.
We walk into one tree and walk out another. But we couldn't do
Wha-
it till tomorrow.
Walk into one tree and walk. That's handy.
Well, I have to have been there, but
But we've
we can
been
do
there.
things. Yeah. I mean, we could be there tomorrow if you wanted, or, I could
Hmm.
take
I
you a
think we
wild
should
rest or go
let's.
grove rest, and we can just use it.
I think let's wait till morning and talk to Nymeria because we seem to be being pulled in a few different directions right now.
Oh,
Because we wanna go up to her home, we wanna go to Farzu's home, we wanna go to Ilarion, we wanna go back down south toward the Druid circles.
I
Like
agree.
there are like we should talk about this as a group.
Oh, I agree. And it's almost and I'll say this, Dietrich, if we go to the places we haven't been, then it's much faster to get to Alarion and the other places afterward.
Hmm.
So either way, we have a quick way.
Oh, thanks for telling me. That's very useful.
That's one secret I don't mind sharing. I mean, even if you needed to go to Roguewater, I could pop you out somewhere if you wanted.
Something tells me it's probably not super safe to be in Roguewater right now. I think Stormmaw is still crawling around down in that direction.
I agree, but just for reference, we could.
Yeah, no, it's
Just because we could doesn't mean we should.
certainly certainly
But
handy
it's something to keep in mind. And
for
I
sure.
don't really like bandits all that much.
Yeah, same, but
Killing them, though.
I don't
That
like
could
the
be
death
something
part
fun.
either.
Oh, well. You're no fun.
I bring life, not death, to where I go.
Wait, Dietrich,
Are they not two sides of the same coin?
what were you saying, Rara?
I was gonna say Dietrich, Emrys, and Fair. You notice that a regular, not a deep gnome, a regular gnome has kind of like walked by like a couple times, being like a little weird.
Like in the bar room,
Yeah.
just like walking by our conversation.
Yeah,
next
What's he
time-
dressed like?
like
Yeah.
a pilgrim, not like
Okay.
armor or anything.
Can we help you, friend?
Yeah, it they're trying to talk, but like the words aren't coming out, like they're getting blocked.
So I can
Like there's a speech
notice this.
block. Yeah, at this point, yeah.
All right, I start speaking in Gnomish. Can we help you, friend?
They're doing the same stuttering thing in Gnomish.
Could you write it down?
You hear the gnome kind of clear their throat, kind of look up at the table now, their eyes completely blacked over.
I immediately draw my sword and light it up.
Did you think I'd forgotten? And the candles are blown out at this point. And that's what we'll pick up next week.
Why does it have to be a gnome?
Sue is in the bar,
Mm.
See,
rolled on a
I-
table.
it's like, nah, we just hoped you chilled.
We were just vibing, and then this has to happen.
He's
Thank-
been
Yeah.
chilling. He's been chilling.
We hope you just decided to chill.
Can he keep chilling?
Yeah.
He might. We'll see what happens. But
We
yeah,
were
we'll pick
just
up there next week.
vibing
We'll see.
and-
We'll pick up there. You guys were just doing the vibe thing. Ba, 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 from TikTok. Anyway. Bye.